Aries. Welcome to I Am the Monad Tarot. Thank you so much for choosing me and trusting me with your reading once again, Aries. And happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Aries. All right, Aries, here's our crown. Someone gifted this to me recently, a group of women called Crowns, okay? And they gave me that crown. As well, I bought this bell right before I started this channel, and all of this time, it's been sitting over there with some things, and I totally forgot about it. So we're going to be ringing this bell to clear out any negative energies at Burma Palo Santo. All right, Aries. Let's begin, okay? Once again, thank you so much for choosing me and trusting me with your reading, Aries. And I certainly hope and pray that all is well. And I certainly hope that you are enjoying your birthday season, our birthday season. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes, your feedback. Come on over, become a member here at I Am the Monad Tarot, where we have members only readings as well as early access. Aries, I'll be doing your reading tonight from the Alien Tarot. Get some good shuffles in, Aries, and we will begin your reading. All right, Aries, let's get into it. Let me get my glasses. Hold on, please. All right, Aries. Let's see what we have here. I'm balancing, like a balancing act. Maybe you've been trying to balance some things, Aries, okay? Maybe it's in regards to earthly wares, financial needs, financial things, okay? Maybe you need to reevaluate some things, rethink some things, maybe how you handle things, maybe in regards to your financial, your finances. Yeah. I don't know, is I feel like I want to say, you're not you may have more than you realize you have financially. Like you're not a pauper here. You're not now I don't know everybody's financial business out there, okay? Let's just follow the reading, okay? But don't treat yourself as though I'm here like you just some kind of just poor, just misfit, like you just don't have it. I'm just broke down, just don't have it, okay? I'm feeling like if stop treating yourself like that. Stop. Now you may say, well, I ain't gonna lie to myself. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I understand reality, but it's the words that you're saying. I feel. Don't treat yourself poor. Um, hmm. I feel like you have more than you realize that you do. Okay. Hold on. Let me see something really quick. But I'm also hearing, or there's more coming in. But I'm hearing, but first you must be aware of something. Okay. And I'm hearing, okay, don't treat yourself like you're some kind of poor, destitute. You understand what I'm saying? A pauper. This is not about the actual money or the amount of money you have. I feel like it's more so a state of mind. Stop calling yourself, I'm hearing these things. Okay, let's see, what things? Like I'm broke, you know, I'm down and out. I just ain't got it. Don't speak to yourself like that. Don't speak to the world like that. Don't speak to the universe like that. Okay? You're more than that. And I feel like you need to recognize what it is that you do have. Don't be feeling any kind of regret about what you don't have. In other words, don't focus on what you don't have, but be in a place and space and spirit of gratefulness for what it is that you do have. Because I'm hearing you have much, and you have. I'm hearing appreciative. Become appreciative for what you do have, and I feel like there is more here in your hands than what you realize, but you're not giving yourself, I'm hearing, the chance or the opportunity to come into that realization of what it is that you do have. Okay. I'm hearing a blessing is being laid upon you. Okay. But first, realize and recognize. Don't say there's money coming to you, or I don't know, in some way, maybe a windfall, an inheritance, a job or promotion, an increase in some way, shape, or form. Don't have the spirit of taking the increase with a poor spirit, a poor mind, a poor mindset, state of mind. Don't let it, whatever your financial situation is, don't let it run your emotions. Okay. I know sometimes, like, the average person is not wealthy. Your average everyday person. Okay. Financially. Right? So sometimes if you do get an increase, it feels great. It feels good. There's a moment of feeling, money is very powerful. The energy of money is very powerful. You feel high, you feel light, you feel freedom, you feel a sense of security, even if it's just for a moment in time, because surely that money's going to get spent some kind of way on a bill, if you just use it to get you some things that you want for yourself, your desires. Even if you invest it, it's out of your hands somewhere else. But don't allow it to, the financial state that you are in, don't allow it to be the determiner of, or the determining factor of how you're going to feel from day to day, minute to minute, second to second, in life in general. Okay. Don't be walking around, once again, well, definitely with a woe is me spirit and attitude, and I just ain't got. I ain't. No. Okay. Constantly in a space of waiting for an increase to come in, waiting for that increase to come in so that you can feel a certain way, but still with the mindset of I ain't got, or I'm broke. You're not broken, and you do got something, even if what you got is you, which is the wealth. Okay. Because it's interesting how money works sometimes. And a lot of times, depending on your state of mind. You can have an increase of money, but with a bad attitude, a bad spirit, a poor attitude, a poor spirit, that money be gone in no time. You can get the same amount, right? And with a perspective, a better perspective, and a better outlook, not so negative, that money can last long. And it's like, wow. It just seems like it just keeps coming and coming. I'm not saying millions keep coming or thousands keep coming, but money, it keeps coming. It keeps coming. I'm overflowing. It just keeps coming. How is this where before maybe I was making more, or before I got the same amount and it was gone like that? It's the state of mind. So the power itself is, the power of money is not in the money in and of itself. The power is in you, which determines how long or short it's going to be. You're the wealth. You're the increase or the decrease. You, how you think, the state of mind. You can look and see people with a lot make a lot of money and they have less than you. But what is their state of mind? How do they speak? How do they act? How do they walk in regards to who they are? The world don't run you, you run it, your world. And you make it be exactly what you want it to be. What do you speak? What do you think? What do you feel? What do you know? Anything, object, or whatever it may be, we are the power source. Power comes from us. The power doesn't come from it. Change your perspective here. Okay. Don't allow yourself to give in to lower vibrational views either. Okay, lower vibrational views of money. Money in and of itself. Now, if we're going to go, people say money is the root of all evil, which they're getting that from a scripture which does not say that. Okay, let's find out. Let's see where it's at. Okay, it doesn't say money is the root of all evil. It simply doesn't say that. Let's see what it say. Okay. 1 Timothy 6:10. The love of money is the root of all evil, or all kinds of evil. That's what it says. Not money is the root of all evil, because it's not. Money is just, a means of exchange. It says the love of it is. However, it means, what does that mean even in and of itself? Don't just take those few words out of context, which, we often do with scripture, but okay. It means excessive desire for wealth, not money itself drives greed, crime, and moral decay, causing people to abandon virtue for gain. Once again, not loving it in and of itself. No wrong with loving it. But if you read the whole scripture, which is so interesting, because I swear I read this maybe like last week, this whole scripture, this whole chapter, 1 Timothy 6. It means an excessive desire, insatiable desire for wealth. Not money itself. That's what drives greed, crime, and moral decay, causing people to abandon virtue for gain. That often people who are in that state of mind lose it as soon as they get it. Just as soon as they get it, it's gone. And they can't even really tell you what they did with it. So it's not the money. Money is just a means, once again, of exchange. The power here is within you. Okay. I feel like maybe someone out there is going to receive some kind of increase, and you need to know this. Okay. I don't know when. Okay, maybe we'll see the mystical moon oracle, but let's finish the reading. Okay, so once again, you know, like they used to say, I used to hear the old folks say in church, come up in your mind. You know, we need to come up in our, how we view and understand ourselves, not the money, but ourselves. So that when this thing comes, you know how to handle it. All right. Allow yourself to grow. Don't be in a state of a state of fear of change. Allow yourself to grow here. Understand yourself, who you are. And you don't just be saying shit because these are the things that people say. This, and with this attitude, this is just how it is. Well, you know what I mean when I say I'm broke. Like, I know what you mean. But instead of saying I'm broke, because are you broken? Well, no, but no, ain't no buts. Speak life. Speak life. Create your world and your realm. Control it. Don't let the shambles out there. I'm hearing, that's what I'm hearing, shambles. The societal shambles and just stuff that we just say. You know, some people don't believe, that's fine. Do what you want to do. But these are for those who do. You know that the power resides in the tongue, the power resides in, but what comes out of the heart, what comes out of the mouth is who and what you are. Let me see something. Here it is. Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Speak life. It's in the power of your tongue. And those who love it will eat its fruits. And out of the heart, let me see, what does it say? And out of the heart, the mouth speaks. What you really believe. Not what you say you believe. What you actually believe will be spoken. What you believe in your heart, that will be that is what will be spoken out of your mouth. And what comes out of your mouth, out of the tongue, death and life, are in the power of the tongue, where resides your tongue within you, where resides the heart within you, the mind, the heart. What do you know? Fuck believe. What do you know about you? Well, I mean, when I say I'm broke, I don't have no money. You don't have no money, not a dime, not a penny, just absolutely nothing. But you got a phone in your hand that you're looking at that you pay for monthly. Now, there's some people who don't. They're homeless. They're living in shelters. But the wealth, yet and still, is them. I know people mistreat them. Not everyone, but a lot of people mistreat them as though they're nothing and no one. As though they have no value. Because they don't have no money. As far as they know. I remember when I was in high school, my junior year, I went to a new school. I started going to an all-girl Catholic school. And I used to see this homeless man every day on my way to school. So during homeroom, this was the days of homeroom. I don't know if schools have them anymore. At least where I used to sub, they didn't have it anymore. But, it's Catholic school. So we would have prayer, any prayer requests. And here I go, new student. Yeah, I want to pray. This is homeless man I see walking up down the street. I want to pray for him. And, people heard some giggles around the room. And I was like, why are they laughing? I'm a new student. I'm embarrassed. Then, how you going to laugh at a homeless person? And that woman looked at me and she said, that man is not homeless. That man has more money than you can imagine. That man is a millionaire. He comes from a very wealthy family. I was like, had the whole look. Hair had been, hair ain't been combed in the month of Sundays, clothes shabby and whatnot. I was like, what? It was like that man chooses to live that way. Now, they weren't putting him down. They was just letting me know. Ooh, we can pray for him. But they were just letting me know because I said that there's a homeless man. He's not homeless. Just so you're aware. We can pray for him. Okay. I'm just saying that to say sometimes people think they know something because of what they think they see. I'm sure that man had been mistreated plenty of times by people because they thought he was homeless. Don't ask me why that's what he chose. Okay, there are people out there who choose that. Okay, but let's get back to this. Anyway. Okay. So allow yourself here. I just think about what it is that you say. Think about what it is that you let out of your mouth. Fuck that bullshit. I'm just being real. No, you're not. You're casting spells over yourself. There's some powers that be that don't want you to know who and what you are, that don't want you to love yourself, that want you to sit in this Empress in reverse energy, that don't want you to transform. Just say what we told you to say. Think what we told you to think. Believe what we told you to believe about yourself. Don't love yourself. Don't even think about it. Yes, you broke down. Believe it. Say it. Say it. Say it. That's what they want. Be in reverse. Now I want to look at something real quick. Okay. Now, I want to look at this Tower card in reverse. The Tower reverse indicates resisting necessary change. Okay. But it also avoids a predicted disaster or experiencing an internal personal upheaval rather than an external one. Okay. Few things. Don't resist necessary change. This is not just about money. This is about you. Don't resist the necessary change. You want justice. You want what's fair. especially what we've been reading about for Aries. You want that? You want that to come into your life? Okay? Fuck all them people who did all the backstabbing, betraying, and tried to steal your money and your life and all of that. Okay, now let's focus on you. Let's focus on us here. What do we have to do? Allow change. Allow growth. Allow for the internal, what does it say? The change that needs to take place with it, bringing justice to ourselves. Okay. So that we can have the mindset and be in this Ace of Cups upright and power and strength within. So them kind of fools and energies don't cross our boundaries ever again. But also avoid the disaster of, here's an increase, here's some justice that's being brought to you, Aries, for what you went through, for what was done to you that was completely unfair, unreasonable, unconscionable, and just absolutely insane and ridiculous. What are we going to act like? Childlike? Woo-hee! Let me just go spin, spin, spin. And be irresponsible. I ain't telling you not to have some fun with it. Don't get me wrong. With whatever the increase is. But don't be like those fool energies that were in your life that came to destroy your life, which we've been reading on for forever, for money. That they was going to just buy their records and shine their shoes. And some of them did. And were destructive. Don't find yourself doing that. You didn't, justice have come to you, and then you're in a state of misery at some point. It didn't last long. Why didn't it? Well, it wasn't enough. No, it was absolutely enough. Well, I wouldn't spend it all over time. All of it? You didn't save anything? You didn't invest anything in any kind of projects, or any kind of renewal, for any kind of growth? All these investment portfolios and whatnot, nothing? Put something away for your family, your children, legacy, nothing? Here, as we move forward here, what do we need to do? What does it say? To be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Once again, so them kind of energies don't enter our fold. Can't cross our boundaries. The love, the self-love is too powerful. Knowledge of self is too powerful. The transformation is too powerful. Not broken, but ain't never been broken, all the way put together. Trying to here it is. Be not conformed to the world. And then what they telling you, again, without all that, what you supposed to say and how you supposed to say it, what you supposed to think, etc., etc. Be not conformed to the world, but be transformed here by the renewing of your mind. The world will tell this what you the world, tells you, don't teach you. You know how they talk about that saying, or doesn't teach you how to think, it teaches you what to think. Absolutely. That's what it does. That's what those powers that be do. I'm gonna teach you what to say. I'm gonna teach you how to think. No, I'm gonna teach you what to think and what to say. You ain't gonna even realize what it is that you're saying. No, but we have the power to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. Be ye transformed. You win at all costs. What do you win at all costs? You. See those other energies across your boundaries when you were in this Ace of Cups in reverse and didn't know any better. Dead and gone, honey. I don't care what they do, what they say. They can throw the project the black magic, all people with the dream of protection. I had somebody do that the other night. All types of just okay. They're still living in yesterdayville. You've moved on. You see, dead. Still looking at you, still watching you, what you doing, where you that's what they gonna do. And here you are, alive and well and kicking. We're in the sunshine. My sunshine has come. All right. There's no winning at all costs with you anymore. You done made it through that shit. But now you renew your mind, transform your mind. Transform by renewing your mind up out of that shit. It happened. It's done. You've been set free. We done heard that message. They may still be trying to come to blah, 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 blah. But you've been set free. Now, do the work, the transformation that must take place so that when this blessing comes to you, whatever it is, this increase comes to you, whatever it is. Okay, you can be on top of your game and not act silly and foolish like those who were coming at you. Okay, opening the door for them to come back because you haven't turned this upside down, because right side up, because you haven't transformed. You haven't transformed your mind, your thinking. Because what it was the world was what was after you to destroy you. You transform your mind. And your what? Your world. Okay. It's like live in your, don't question your inner knowing. But within, all of us have it. But the world tells us to question it. Well, I was driving down the street and I went left and hit that car. But something told me to go right, but I went left anyway. Your inner self told you what? To go right. I knew I should have. If I had just did this, then such and such wouldn't have happened. You knew you shouldn't have done it. But the world has told you, question yourself. Don't believe in yourself. Don't love yourself. But something is always told you what to do to avoid disaster. So guaranteed, many of you, just like myself, when them fool people around your life was acting a fool and was doing shit to you, you knew. You saw it. You saw it. I know I did. I'm sure some folks may be surprised to hear that, but I saw your motherfucking asses. I saw what the fuck you were doing. I should have been left. But what was the problem? I was listening to what the world said. No, mama wouldn't do me like that. She loved me. That's my mama. But my internal being was saying, bitch, ma'am, she ain't right. Look what she's doing to you and others. You know that family member messing with your person. Now, I don't want to believe that they wouldn't. Well, what? Your internal being It's telling you. It never fails you. We fail it. It never fails you. God given, not world given. Like they say, the universe knows. That's where all the answers are. What are we made of? What are we but it? The micro to the macro. Never doubt yourself again. Never let down your boundaries again. Never. Never question yourself again. So when the increase comes, and here comes the fool. We sorry. In your dreams, call me. You know we love ya. It was just a mistake. It was a misunderstanding. Now, see, see what they had told me was, and I was, and it made it had looked like, which really, like I said, I don't know how they would get in touch with you if they don't have your information, except they stalk you all over the internet to find out where you live and your phone number. But the fools I deal with like to come in my dreams. And I still wake up the next day and keep moving where? Forward, away from their fucking asses. Because the increase is going to come, whatever it is. The justice is going to come. It is here, and you're going to receive it. When, where, how, I don't know. And we ain't going to even pull to find out. For the cross watcher, so you don't, bother Aries with your bullshit. Free your mind. And what would they say? And the rest will follow. And here are all the wonderful opportunities. Strength. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Be strong. And trust yourself. And know yourself. And if you're ever in doubt, if there is somebody out there that you can trust, that you know beyond a shadow of doubt, there's nothing wrong with, some little feedback. I wouldn't spread it too thin. But, for others who may believe, ain't never been nothing wrong with some prayer. What was the prophet in the Bible who was like, I just ain't sure, God, what I'm supposed to do. So I tell you what, God, go on and lay out a sign for me. Put the dew on the grass or something like that. I can't remember the specifics of it right now. I'm not going to look it up. But I can tell you one thing, it damn sure worked because I've done it plenty of times. Right? I need a sign. Like Fred said, that's a sign. Fred Sanford. I love Sanford and Son. That's a sign. The universe will send you what you ask. Ye have not because ye ask not. When you just really not sure. Or you're questioning it too much. Okay. Hold on. Let me stop for a minute. Let me get my mind right. Let me sit here, lay here in this four swords and contemplate this shit. Think. Pray. Meditate. Send me a sign. And whatever the sign is, trust it. They're going to come. And if it's not those exact people, it'll be in the form of that same spirit. Okay. same spirit that's going to want you to don't go nowhere. Look at him, all a predator, all behind his fucking head. Okay. You know. Clarity of vision. Have it. Okay. I don't care what they come in like, king of this and king of that, all up in the reverse, talking dumb, talking foolish, trying to gaslight you, make you feel bad about who you are and the strength that you have come into, and in the power, the transformation, and the power, of your mind. I ain't got no money. You ain't never did us right. Both of them in reverse. Why are you having conversation with in reverse people? They confront you and whatnot, follow you all over town so they can run into you in the Beechwood Mall or whatever mall you got down there, or the Aldi's or whatever grocery store. You understand what I'm saying? To calling themselves confronting you. You don't have to say one solid word. But they can be standing there yelling and screaming in the store, making an ass of themselves. You got all that money? You can help us? How they know what you got? Stalking, hacking in your business and in your affairs. Don't take anything these people want to offer you. You stand confidently and you stand in your power. Transform your mind to this: confidence, power, inner knowing, trusting yourself, your intuition, your God-given intuition. Okay, because here he come to test you. And you let him know, baby, I ain't to be tested by you or nobody else. Resist the devil, and he, okay, then. And he will flee. All right? All right? Stay within yourself. Stay in your being. Okay? Ain't nobody here to, don't nobody run and rule you but you. Okay? And if you have the Queen of Swords on them, Queen of Swords on them. Okay? You hold on to the increase that is coming into your life. Okay? All right. Don't find yourself in a world of heartbroken like they are for being mistreating you in the first place, because the increase is coming. But you have to make sure that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt who you are and stand strong in it. I'm telling you. Baby, don't matter what they say. You selfish. You this, you that, you this, that, and other. You don't even have to respond to foolishness. You don't have to respond to anything ever. Why would you have to? Who told you you had to? That ain't right. Hold on. Okay, don't accept no silly offers, the fake love. And they look at them. They're gonna be mad. Give you a sob story. He kind of look mad and kind of said like you ready for the sob story. Hangman. Can't you see my situation? Situation they was trying to put you in. Okay, keep your mind strong here. All right. All right. Anything else for Aries? You the well. Period. Remember that. I don't think so. Let me see if I can get any names. Wow. Eric. I heard Esther. Eric, Esther. I'm hearing Edward again. John again. Interesting, I heard baptize. Cleanse yourself, renew your mind here. Okay, but like John the Baptist. Police, Frank, Phyllis. I'm hearing Cass, Cassie, Cassandra, Lucy, Barry. Same names. Many of them are the same names. Hmm. Somebody may have very deep voice because I'm hearing baritone. Okay, so somebody out there may want to come to a deep voice, like really deep. Somebody may have yellow hair. I'm thinking more like dyed yellow, not like blonde, but dyed yellow. Maybe blue. Someone may have blue hair. Maybe braids, blue braids, or blue in their braids. I'm hearing the name, Crystal. Or maybe get you a crystal or stone. Black hair. I'm hearing obsidian. Okay, so maybe get an obsidian stone. I'm hearing reflect. Like reflect on all you've been through. I'm hearing before you make a decision to follow something, okay? Or maybe, I don't know what that's about. Okay, if someone wants to follow something or somebody's trying to get you to follow something or do something, maybe go somewhere, reflect on what you've been through. Okay, I'm also here. Don't cast your pearls before swine because this is what they want you to do, whoever that might be for. Okay, and there's somebody out there, somebody wants you to lie for them. Okay, don't. Don't make that mistake, but I'm hearing again. I don't know, Aries, if that's for you or a cross watcher. Green eyes is significant. Someone likes the color yellow, though, that's for sure. They may wear a lot of yellow. I'm hearing they believe yellow is their color, like they found some kind of favor, okay, in wearing the color yellow. Okay, I don't know if they're relating it to like Oshun or whatever. I don't. Yes, daisies. Is none of those daisies? No, not daisies. Sunflowers. I mean, they believe they're a sunflower. Okay. And I'm not getting necessarily negative energy from that person, but or whoever that might be, more positive energy, but okay, if that resonates with you. Again, that's something about the color green. Like maybe wears green or like a light green or likes green. Glasses, someone wears glasses. I'm hearing March, April, which is the season that we're in, Aries season. But I also heard March, Aries baby. Maybe someone had a baby in March. Not April, March. I feel like someone just had a baby, a child, a boy. I'm here reflective of their energy. I feel like that means they look just like a parent, whatever, maybe their mother or father. Okay. Spitting image, I'm hearing you cannot deny this child, even if you'd like to, don't. Okay, Aries, I don't know if that's for you or a cross watcher, or maybe someone that you're dealing with. Something about that name, Eric. I don't know, of course, a name, but I don't know if it's an acronym for something. ERIC. Blue, the color blue is significant as well. Someone likes blue. Maybe wears it a lot. Dark, maybe darker skin. Someone I'm hearing is very dark skinned. They have a mustache, light eyes, very like magnetic in how they present themselves. Attractive. All right, I think that's it. All right, don't work with these people. Don't work with the nasty, negative energies. Okay, I'm hearing that want to come in and steal your shine. That's why I think this message came, because the increase is coming. Be very highly aware of who you are and your being. Okay, they're going to use all kind of tricks. I'm hearing tricks of the trade. They're going to use all kind of tricks and schemes, plots and plans. This shit ain't over. They're going to wait until you have your increase and then come knocking on your door. However, they may knock on your actual door. They may call you, you know what I'm saying, leave text, emails, snail mail, whatever. DMs, posts, anything to get your goat, anything to make you aware of their presence. Okay, that they're still in your energy field. Okay, they want to ruin you. You must know who you are. Cause see, they determine they gonna get that money or whatever the increase is in your life in one way or another. It's not to scare you. It's just to make you know who you are, to be aware. Strengthen your resolve. Be knowledgeable of self. Be aware of who you are. What you've been through, what you've been dragged through the mud. But you made it through. I just see like just energies of just people just like they just growling, waiting, just growling at you as you just walking along your path. To jump, to pounce. But they can only cross the threshold if you open the door and say, come in. They can do their little magic. Mark 16:18. Let me see something real quick. And when Yeshua was giving a little message to the disciples, and he said, "Go into the world, preach the gospel, etc., etc. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. Here they shall take up serpents. And if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, etc., etc." That's the part I want to see. Read. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They can do all that motherfucking shit all they want. If you open the door and let them cross the threshold, because you're not sure. Well, they seemed like they were sorry. I know they over there, they're going through so much pain and misery. And I got it to help them. Okay. That part about that verse was when they come at you with their bullshit. With their little magic potions. I get a guy bothered me all day 2 days ago with the dream infiltration. In the dream, mother had his mother in the dream call me. Okay. Ask me, have I called him yet? From the Precious Gems Oracle, Rose, Zircon, Integrity, older than the trees, younger than the moon, tests of time, mere passers-by. Watch them come, see them go. I remain Zircon. Inner strength. Listen to this. And charm, shimmering delight, respected rival to all. Listen at this. Enchanted protector, step into my light. Zircon is a naturally occurring gemstone, not to be confused with the man-made cubic zirconia. The birthstone for October, this stunning gem resonates with the solar plexus and root chakras, the astrological signs of Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, and the element of Earth. The oldest rock formed on Earth is a zircon. Listen at this. You talk about something resilient. The oldest rock formed on Earth. Aries, ain't you the first? This ain't your birthstone. The oldest rock formed on Earth is a zircon, and its resilience and high refraction make it a compelling substitute for a diamond. And that's your birthstone, Aries. More so April, Aries, and aquamarine for March, Aries. But we just gonna say for Aries, diamond. A compelling substitute. You probably wouldn't even know if you looked at it. Due to zircon's beauty and appeal as a gemstone, zircon has been mined for over 2,000 years. Rose zircon is cooling, calming, and very helpful to those who suffer from insomnia. Placing this gem under your pillow will help you relax and drift into peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. It has long been considered a magical and protective stone. When placed on the 3 lower chakras, it helps balance the emotions and increase, here it is, self-respect and integrity. Let's get us some rose zircon. Divinatory meaning. Stay true to what your values. Not these folk who waiting. When all else fades away, it is your heart you must answer to. Clear your conscience. In other words, renew your mind. Early to bed, and your inner peace will rise. Affirmation. My emotions are balanced. I respect myself. I have integrity. I enjoy peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. Aries. I just heard the light bringer. Aries. Okay. All right, Aries. I certainly hope that resonated with some Aries out there. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe. To those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. To those, if you haven't subscribed, but you watch my videos, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Thumbs up, comment. Hype my videos. Wear your crown. And what they saying about the song, ring your bell. And you can ring my bell. Ring my bell, my bell. Ding dong, ring my bell. Ring my bell. Okay, get into that frequency for that increase to come in. All right. You are so loved and you are so appreciated. Put down in the comments. I don't know. Ring my bell, shit. Wear my crown. All right. Something you heard today. All right. You all have favor. Peace.